Welcome guys to Danny_Dave channel. Don't forget to subscribe and also press on the notification icon so that once I upload a new video, it will come directly to your account and then you watch it and you get inspired. Today we are going to run through the Artisec SRC vote project, fully finished project, and the motive behind this is to enhance a free and fair election on campus and also to make an easy election on campus. So there is an online voting system created for Achasi Senior High School. Now this is in two folds, it's in the admin fold and then the voters fold. So let's take the ball rolling. Now let's log in as an admin. Once I log in as an admin, I have a very nice dashboard appears right in front of me, and on this dashboard we are going to see number of positions, number of candidates, total number of voters, and then voters who have already been voted. And on the dashboard we have at SRC. When you click on it, it's going to display to you the details of the admin. The admin can click on update and then update his or her password. Now the password is no longer like this, it has been hashed. That is why you see like this is a very short password which I cannot give it to you. So once you want to update it, you click on save and then it will be updated. Same way the admin can click on the sign out, he or she will be logged out of the account when he is not in need. When we come to the side nav bar here, we are going to see the dashboard, the votes, the voters, the position, candidates, and then ballot positions and election title. We are going to see the school's nines logo, and then here. Now we have this three-line icon. When you click on it, it closes the side navigation bar, and then when you click on it again, it opens the side navigation bar. So now let's walk through it. Here we have a vote tally. The vote tally displays the number of positions and the number of people who has voted for that positions. And once voting starts, it also shows the people who are leading and the people who are below losing. Okay, now let's go. Here we already have people who have voted, so we are going to delete all of them and then we'll start afresh. So let's delete all the positions here. Let's delete all the positions. Or let's keep it and then let's add new. So I'm going to add one more position. Now let's add the boys prefect position. Now the maximum vote is to allow voters to vote once per position. Voters cannot come vote and then come again to vote again. So once you select maybe 2 or 5 times, meaning the person can vote 356 times. But if you want them to vote once, then you need to select 1 and you click on save, and then you see it has appeared here, boys prefect. So now you see you have 2 boys prefect. So now let's go and edit. So let's go. Once you want to edit, let's add assistant boys prefect, and let's click on update, and we are going to see that now one has been edited to assistant boys prefect. So here is the positions or the categories. Now let's move on to the voters. Now the voters, we have 2 people here, and in the voters there's something unique and special here. The voters, you can search through. You can search with either the last name, the first name, or the voters ID. So let's go with the voters ID AC04. You see there is no one like that. Now let's go and use the surname Akumeni, and then the person here comes, or we use Patrick and then the person also in Patrick comes. Now in order for us to add a vote, let's go and then try and add a vote here in the voting system, or here in the voters session. The student's ID, that's a unique number, is the same number which will be used as the voter's ID to log in. So you need to upload the student's index number accurately, and then you key in the name. Let's say Ya Bunsua, and then the password. You cannot type a password because the last name of the voter is automatically the password, so there's no need for you entering any password. Now why this is because most of our senior high schools not most, all senior high school students are not allowed to use phones, and therefore if you say the person should create his own account, he or she cannot do that. So therefore the admin creates the account by using the students details on campus for them. So the surname becomes automatically the password, and then the student ID becomes automatically the voting ID. Here you can choose either to upload a picture for him or her or not. You can choose to do that, you can choose not to do that. You click on save, and then it has been saved successfully. So you can see, yeah, Bonsu are here. Here in the photo library, you can go and edit it. You can go and add a photo. So let's try adding one photo and see what happens. So I have some photos here. Let's go and then choose one. Open, update, and then we see that it has taken effect. There has been a photo added to it. Okay, so now let's go on. So now you can edit and then delete and then import. Now with the import, it has a special feature, which is, let's try it here. Maybe you have about 1,000 students. You cannot sit down to type all of them in. You just make sure the file of that students is in either CSV format or an Excel format. So you click on import, and then you choose a file, either a CSV or an Excel format. Here I have an Excel format here. So let me use the Excel. And mind you, if whatever details is on the Excel, when you upload it and it is already on your system, it will reject it. It will ask you to either replace or delete it. So now let's import and see what happens. Now it says duplicate voters found, meaning that these people who are on the Excel is already on the system. So it is asking you, the admin, what you want to do. Now here you can select all of it, and then you come here and either reject all or replace all. So let's take reject all, and you click on process. So once you process, it will tell you that 2 voters have been rejected, meaning they already have their name on the system. Now let's go and import again, whereby their names are not already on the system, and let's see what happens. So let's import this one. Import. Now once it says 2 voters imported successfully, meaning that they had different names. Here the voters ID is a unique number. Okay, that is a unique number in the database. So once the voters ID is different, it saves the name for you. So now you see we have Donko Benedict with index number 34, and we have Donko Benedict with a different index number 0034. So it's different. That is why it has been able to save. But in the case where, let's go and import last one, whereby we have the same Donko Benedict with the same index number, and let's see what happens to it. Now this is what happens. It's duplicated. So you select, okay, this time let's select replace all, and let's click on proceed. And now you see that 2 voters replaced successfully, meaning that's replaced those that was in here already. So now this is the voter side. Now let's go and add candidates. We already have some candidates here who do not have names, who do not have positions, and we have some candidates who have positions. Now let's go and edit set. Set do not have a position, so let's go and give set a position as boys prefect. Let's go and edit that of Achisek boy, who do not have a position, to assistant prefect. Now let's go and add, for us to know that truly when you add it happens. So let's go and add. So now let's add Godfred Cool, just a name. Let's choose a position of, maybe Godfred is the assistant dining hall prefect. Now you can either choose to upload a picture or not, but here, because it is the categories, because it's the candidate, so you need to upload a picture for them to know that yes, this is Asumesi whom I am voting for. So you add a picture, and then a platform. The platform is the description about the person, why the person wants us to vote for him. So maybe good, simple. You click on save, and now you see that it has half effect. Godfred Cool is here with the picture in others. So when you click on the view, you are going to see why Godfrey says we should vote for him or her. That is it. So now we've been able to add voters, we've been able to add position, and then we've been able to add the candidates. Now let me show you the ballot position where it displays all the positions. So now you see that in the assistant boys we have 2 people voting for that. Assistant girls is 1, prefect is 1, assistant hall is 1. So we have 1 1 and then 2 2 on each, and some even the dining hall prefect doesn't have any. Okay, now let's go and then see the election title. Now the election title gives us the title for that current election. So let's say 2025 SRC elections. You save it and that will be the title for the elections going on. Now let's go to the dashboard and see what is happening on the dashboard. When we come to the dashboard, we are going to see that the number is added. We are going to see it here. The number is added and it has created a tally for us. Now we have a print button here. What is the print button doing? When you click on the print button, it's going to put everything in a PDF form for you to be able to print it and keep it for future references or documentations. Though the database is designed to keep it until the admin wants to delete it, but then maybe you want a hard copy for something different, you can do so. Print it and then it saves for you. So you see here we have the election title as election 2025. You have tally results, dining hall prefect, assistant, whatever, because they have not been voted for. So you see 0 0 there. Let's go back and let's try voting and then we see what will happen to it. Now let's log in into the voters account and let's go and vote. So here don't forget that I said the voters ID is same as the student's surname, the student's ID, and then the password is the student's surname. So once they have these two, they can vote and then they can log in and then go and vote. So now I have Akumeni's student ID and then password, which is the surname. So let's try and then see what will happen in there. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see what happens. Sign in. Once I click on sign in, this is the interface that opens for Patrick Akumeni Age to come and vote. So here displays the 25 SRC elections and then the candidates per every position. So here let's note that we chose 1 for the maximum vote, meaning that Patrick cannot vote more than 1 person here. So you see, he cannot vote more than 1 person here. So Patrick is voting for Dandet set, voting here, and here once you vote and you leave, you cannot come back. So you should make sure that you have voted all that you want to vote, and then you preview. Maybe there are about 27 positions. You cannot scroll to just see if you voted for, so you just click on it and then you know whom you voted for. So assistant boys, you voted for blah 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 blah. Now you close it and then you click on submit. Once you click on submit, you cannot come back to vote again. The only thing you can do is to view your ballot, that is the people whom you have voted for. So you log out successfully so that the next person would come back and then vote. The next person will come back and vote. Now let's do this. Let's log into the same credentials. Let's log into Patrick's credentials and see if Patrick can still vote, because he has voted already. Let's try that and see. Remember, Patrick has already have already voted, but then we want to see if still Patrick can vote. Sign in. Now Patrick, you cannot vote because you have already voted for this elections. So Patrick can only view ballots and then log out successfully. Now let's go and take someone's also. Let's go and take Bunsua's index number or voters. No, Bunsua's index number or voters ID, and then come and try logging to see what happens. So Bunsua is AC. Let's log in. Now Yabonso hasn't vote, so he can now log in to vote. Now let's see what happens. Yabonso vote for gospel, vote for dental, vote for this, vote for that, vote for this. Yabonso forgets to vote for boys prefect, and he forgets and she clicks on sign in. Yabonso can never go back to vote again. Yes, can never go back to vote again unless it's a different elections. But this election, Yabonswa cannot vote again. So let's try Yabonswa going in and see what will happen to Yabonswa. So Yabonswa logs in with the unique number, and you see it is here. Yabonswa, you have already voted, so you can't vote again. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's go and pick Benedict. Let's go and pick Benedict Donko. Donko is the password, and then the student ID. Let's go and do that and then see. And then see if Benedict can vote because he hasn't voted yet. Login. So now we say now Benedict is having problem because he didn't key in the rightful account. So Benedict, they say try your surname without special characters. So meaning Benedict cannot vote. Benedict cannot vote. Benedict cannot vote. So let's try that for Benedict again. It's conflicting because Benedict has two. Sorry, that's for Donko. Okay. So Benedict's index number is wrong. Therefore, the admin will have to adjust it and then give it a correct index number. Now let's go in for Benedict again. Let's go in for Benedict again and see if still Benedict can vote or cannot vote. Let's go in for Benedict again. Sign in, and now Benedict can now vote. So you see we have Benedict Donko here. Now Benedict is voting. Benedict is voting. Benedict is voting, and he votes. So you click on submit, and then he has voted. Now let's go back to the admin dashboard and see what is happening there. The admin dashboard, he signs in. Now you see that now here has been counted. Here when we come to the voters voted, we see that assistant boys prefect candidate Denta has 2 votes here by Patrick and then Yabonsua, and then Daniel has only Benedict voting for him or her. So it is going to show you the occurrences, how many times a person has voted for one candidate. It is going to show you all of that here. When you click on reset, it is going to delete everything. So reset is only clicked when you are done with everything that you want to do. Once you are done, you can click on reset. But once you are not done, please do not click on reset, or else you are going to lose all those who have voted. Only if you have a printed document, that is when you can print or you can click on reset. Sorry. So now let's see. Now we can see the tally is really going high. The girls has 3 votes, boys has 3 votes, and then it's really going very high. Very high. Okay, now let's go and print it and see what happens. We are going to print it, and now you see that the votes, Daniel has 2 votes, Seth have 4 votes, Abigail has 3 votes, and then the rest. That is how it's going. So we should note that there's no way that an admin can edit any vote. There's no button that shows edit vote that you want to add vote to someone. So with this, it's going to create a free and fair election on campus. Now this is about the Atisek SRC voting system, fully finished project. I like to see you commenting on it. If there's something you want us to change, if there's something that you think when I add is going to make it more meaningful and then beautiful, please comment it and then I'll reply you as soon as possible. Here is Danny underscore Dave channel. Don't forget to click on the subscription button, subscription button, and then click on the notification icon so that once there's another project uploaded, you will have it. Get ready to see the C Books project also very soon to be uploaded. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye bye.